Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Mandy and I like to talk about nail polish and makeup panning. Today I'm going to talk to you about my makeup inventory. I have a notebook that I have been writing down all the products in my collection, when they came in, when I know, and when they finish, and writing them down as they come in, and keeping track of numbers. So, if this is something you are interested in hearing about, then stay tuned. Alright, I got the idea for this video from Jessica Lee, who does a yearly inventory numbers. And in the past, I've tried to tell you numbers while also showing you my products. Sorry if you can hear my neighbors in the background making noise. So this year I decided to do a separate video where I'm going to tell you about the numbers of this year of my inventory compared to the numbers from last year and the year before when I have them. And then coming in January, I will be having videos showing my collection in each category. Probably be one for makeup, one for beauty and skincare, one for nail polish, and maybe we'll have perfume and scents thrown in with like skincare and body care and hair care. So let's get into it. So a lot of people do a spreadsheet and that's great for them. I am not a spreadsheet person. I am much more of an analog person who likes to do things with pen and paper. Hence, I have this notebook. I started this year. Previously, I had just written down my numbers in a little teeny notebook like this and then carried them over with no actual formal written inventory of what I had. So some of my older products, I don't know when they came into my collection and how long they've been around, but now every time I bring something in, I do write down the month and the year that I bring it in. Not the specific date, but at least the month and year. That gives me an idea how old it is. I did try doing this as a spreadsheet and I don't do spreadsheets. So yeah, I'm much more a pen and paper kind of gal than a computer gal. So let's go through this. Basically, I just to give you an idea, I have a category on the page. I wrote down the lists, and then over here I have the tallies from the previous years when I have them. And then I put in parentheses, I put the year that it came in, like that, and then this one in brackets is when it left. So currently, primers, I have one primer. In 2023, I had 2. 2024 during my inventory I had 3 and now I'm down to 1. I did finish one this year and I brought one in this year, so apparently I got rid of the other ones sometime last year as well. So yay. Oh, and I do have on my front cover, in case I forget what everything is, those are what my little notations mean. That's how I do it. Alright, next category is eye primers. I combine both eyeshadow primers as well as my glitter glue into one category because they both prime my lids in one form or another. I have 2. In 2023 I had 2, and in 2024 I had 2, and now I have 2. The 2 have changed for the most part. The eyelid primer has changed in those years. I used to have the Milani, and then I had an LA Girl. And yeah, now I have my Wet n Wild Mega Last eyeshadow primer, as well as the whole time I've had my BH Cosmetics Base Booster, which is almost gone, and I'm looking to replace it soon. So yeah, alright, for under eye correctors or concealers, in 2023 I had 1. In 2024, I had 3, and now I have 2. I did start this year with 3. I had the Purelisse BB cream concealer. I finished that in October, and now I had the Maybelline Fit Me concealer as well as the Pacifica Dreamlit Bright Under Eye Brightener. It's not really a corrector or a concealer, but that's the category I put it because it goes under the eyes. So that is 2. I know, it's redundant. Anyway, for foundations, in 2023 I had 3. And in 2024 I had 4. In 2025 I have 2. If you thought I was going to say 5, it would be a good guess. Earlier this year I finished my e.l.f. Flawless Satin Finish Foundation, which apparently they no longer make because I was going to repurchase it. They don't have it. It was my perfect shade. I had it in 130 Snow and it doesn't exist anymore. At least not that I could find on Ulta. It might exist somewhere, but who knows. I'm left with the L'Oreal Magic BB foundation and my Wet n Wild tinted hydrator. For setting powder, in 2023 I had 2. In 2024 I have 1. And now in 2025 I have 2. I did have another one that I finished earlier this year, but I also brought 2 in this year. So the other one I finished last year. I have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus in translucent, and then the Essence All About matte. For face palettes, I had in 2023 I had 1. In 2024 I had 2, and in 2025, sorry, I have 2 still. They're both from BH Cosmetics. One is a face palette, face complexion palette. It is the Totally Plastic palette that has bronzers and face powders, and then the BH Cosmetics Esprit and Aspen, which is a highlighter palette. And if you watched my last video on my planning to pan, you will have heard me talk about I am planning to pan the BH Cosmetics Totally Plastic Face Palette as my Pan That palette for next year. And if you didn't watch that video, spoilers! Alright, next, for bronzers. So I have split this category because I have individual bronzers and then I have bronzers in my face palettes. And I decided when I was doing my monthly makeup basket this month to help me use them all, I listed all the ones that are in face palettes individually, so I'd be giving that as a secondary number to my inventories. But in prior years, I'd only counted the individual product pans. So in 2023, I had 2 bronzers. In 2024, I also had 2. This year, I have 3. Yes, because I picked up this Sephora Sunkissed bronzer back in January for my birthday. And then I had the Complex Culture Sunbath Baked Bronzer in Play, and the PYT Faux Sun Bronzer Duo in Bali. So I have 3 individual pans of bronzers, but then I have an additional 3 that are in palettes. I'm counting as bronzers. Technically there is 4 because one of them is too dark for me to use a bronzer. I didn't count it because I wasn't going to use it individually. Anyway, so I have 6 total bronzers, 2 from the BH Totally Plastic that I use as bronzer, and 1 from the BH Cosmetics Marvicorn. Yeah, so I have 6 individual bronzers, 3 individual, 6 total. I hope that makes sense. Alright, moving on, the next category is for blush. In 2023, I had 5. In 2024, I had 6. And this year, in 2025, I also have 6. These are all my end of year numbers. These didn't all stay the same because things changed. So I have my Pacifica Wild Rose bronzer. Then I had 2 blush. Then I had 2 from the Balm that I frankened together into my Balm Franken bronzer. That is a combination of Perseverance and It's a Date. They are both deluxe sizes that I got through Ipsy, and they're both about the same shade. One was matte and one was shimmery. Then I have the Essence Essence Balm in Believing. In last year from Sephora, I got the Sephora blush in Shame on You. And then I picked up 2 this year from NYX in their Buttermilk blushes. I have My Better Half and Butter with Time. So by combining the 2 from the balm, that eliminated 1, and then I picked up 2. Still, that doesn't math right in my head, but we're going to go with it because I got rid of 1 by frankening, and then I picked up 2. I don't know how that works, but that's how, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I finished something and I don't remember, or maybe I counted something I didn't before. Anyway, my numbers say last year I had 6. This year I have 6. I also added a new category of cream blush because I am working on 2 lipsticks in my collection that are old enough that I don't feel like putting them on my lips anymore. One is my ColourPop Lippy Stick in the shade Cami, and that one's more, it's detached from the base and it's a little bit messier to use. And then one from Ulta, which came to me not quite fresh, and now that I've had it a while, it's less fresh. So that is the 315 Party Crasher. So I have 2 cream blushes in my collection, whereas previously I had none. Moving on to highlighters. Much like the bronzers, I had several in face palettes, so I didn't count them in my highlighter collection in the previous years, but this year I did because I was going through each individual pan of highlighter. So I will tell you individuals, and then I will tell you how many total pans of highlighter. So in 2023, I had 5 highlighters. In 2024, I also had 5 highlighters. And this year, I have 4 because I finished one last year. I finished my Real Her Confidence in My Glow. So now I am left with 4 individual highlighters. I have the Ciate Moon Dust, the Odin's Eye Veil of Future Mesmerizer, the Essence Pearl, and the MOTD Lucid Moon. In addition to that, I have my face palette from BH Cosmetics, the Esprit in Aspen, which has 6 highlighters in it, as well as the Marvicorn, which has 2, bringing me to a total of 12 highlighters in total. Alright, now we're getting into the fun stuff, the eye makeup. So, for eye palettes, in 2023 I had 22 eyeshadow palettes. In 2024 I had 18, and in 2025, this year, I still have 18. I still have the same 18 eyeshadow palettes. Although my Marvicorn has been depotted, I'm still counting it as a palette, although I'm going to be using those shades individually now. But I did not count them as part of individual eyeshadows because I still have all of them, so they're a complete palette in my mind, if that makes sense. Now for single shadows, I have 8 individual, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 individual eyeshadow pots or pans. From L'Oreal, I have the one in the pot. I forget what it's called. In Midnight Blue. From Espionage Cosmetics, I have my little single duo in Go Alone and Dungeon Crawler. From Medusa's Makeup, I have one in Bermuda, Rhapsody, and then 2 in Baked Formula in Envy and Woke. And then this year I picked up a new one from Gimme Glow in Pencil Me In. In addition to the individual eyeshadows, I also have a large collection of Natasha Denona depotted shades that were gifted to me from Allie at Wonder in Alleyland. And I have them separated into large pans and small pans. So I have 35 of the large pans and 63 small pans, bringing my total number of individual eyeshadows for this year to 106. In 2022, I had 8. In 2023, I had 130. In 2024, I had 120. And now I have 106. That is because over the years I have, since 2023, when I received those individual Natasha and Nona shades, I have since gone through them a couple times and decluttered some. And I feel like that's the only thing. I don't think I finished any individual eyeshadows. Although, maybe I did. Oh, I did declutter one from Lunar Beauty that I had received also, that it didn't work out for me. So yes, I currently have 106 individual eyeshadows. For eyeliners, in 2023 I had 8, in 2024 I had 5, and now in 2025 I have 7. I did finish 1 this year, and I purchased 3, and I believe I finished one or two last year. So I currently have from NYX, I have the Epic Wear in Pure White, and then I have 2 from the Glide On formula in Purple Blaze and Platinum. From Maybelline, I have their, I don't remember what it's called, but it's a big fat eyeshadow stick liner. That one is called I Am Rebellious. It's black. From LA Girl, I have their Shockwave Metallic Liner in Ocean, which I am wearing today. From LA Girl, their Ultimate Glide On Eye Pencil in black. I don't remember the exact names of these, I just wrote down, some things. And then the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in Deep Sea Baby. So I finished one this year, yes. At the time that I wrote this, since I wrote this. Alright, for lip liners, this is another category that has gone down and up. So in 2022, I had 2. In 2023, I had 3. In 2024, I had 1, because I finished 2. And then this year, I have 4. I have the NYX lip pencil in Espresso. I have from e.l.f. their Cream Glide pencil in Plum and Get It. And then from Wet n Wild Multi-Sticks, I have Blew Me Away and Royal Scam. For bullet lipsticks, this is a category that has not fluctuated a lot, but it has gone down because I moved 2 of them into my cream blush category. So in 2023, I had 7. Last year in 2024, I had 8 because I purchased 1. And in 2025, I now have 6. I have from Fright Night, my Deep Red. From Bite, I have my multi-stick in Peacock Pearl. From Context, I have Running Free. That is from Ipsy. I don't know anything about Context. From Lipstick Queen, I have Crazed Greige. From Pink Star, I have Paleontologist. And from Maybelline, I have Pitch Black. And then in glosses or liquid lipsticks, I group them all together. Anything that's not a bullet, whether it's a cream, liquid, or a actual liquid lipstick, or a glossy, pigmented thing, they're all grouped together. So in 2023, I had 11. In 2024, I had 11. And in 2025, I have 10. I don't know how that happened. I think I just decluttered one. Because I put a couple in. I purchased 2 and took 2. Okay. I finished I guess I counted my YSL samples. I finished one of those earlier this year, and I decluttered the last remaining one because I don't need it. But I did purchase 2 this year. So I have from Revlon their Matte HD Liquid Lipstick in Infatuation. From Koki, I have their lip powder in Claret. From BH Cosmetics, I have their cashmere creams in the shades 100 and FTW. I do have a little bit of 100 on my lips today on top of another lipstick. From NYX, I have their, I don't know what it's called, but it's in Transylvania. I think it's a butter gloss, but it's a liquid lip. I'm not sure. From Pink Star Cosmetics, if you know, you know, I have the Please Forgive Me Supreme Gloss in Please Forgive Me, Blood Sugar, and No Shame. Those were all gifted to me from Allie in Wonder at Alleyland. And then I have my Ulta Marker Lip Stain in Purple Fizz. And from Buxom, I have the Matte Lipstick in Dolly. Liquid lipstick in Dolly from Buxom. Alright, a category that I was not tracking last year, but have finished quite a few. Let me see. Alright, I had 13 on the list originally, and I have finished 7 of those since I've written this list, so that is my lip balm category. I do say I like a lip balm. I wear them every day. I like to have hydrated lips, so I don't have accurate numbers for the past years because I didn't keep track of them, but I currently have 6. So I have this one from Twitch, which is just a lip SPF, which expired in June, the SPF does. So this is my desk lip balm. I have that one. From Wet n Wild, I had a So Pouty lip gloss balm in Strawberry. I have from ColourPop Lippy Sticks their lip primer, which isn't really a balm, but maybe it is. I put it on. I picked it up because somebody said it was good to wear under a liquid lipstick, or with a liquid lipstick. I haven't used it. From Laneige, I have their large lip sleeping mask in Original Berry. I have one e.l.f. Squeeze Me Balm in Vanilla, and then I have from LA Colors their lip color in Grape Crush, which I talked about earlier this year. I picked up thinking it was lipstick, but it's more of a sheer purpley tinted balm, so it's a tinted balm. But yes, and that is what I have currently. I need more. Like I said, I finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I finished 7 this year. Yeah. Alright, moving on. The next category is setting spray. In 2023 I had 2, in 2024 I had 1, and now I currently have 0. I was thinking of repurchasing one, but I'm not sure if I need one. My makeup seems to hold up fine without one. It just seems like it's an extra step that like refreshes and sets my makeup before when I'm done doing it. So I don't know if I actually need one or not. I may or may not purchase one coming up. Alright, and finally the last category is for mascara. In 2023 I had 1, in 2024 I had 2, and this year I am down to 1. I did finish one earlier this year and I picked one up. I currently am working on the Essence Bye Bye Panda Eyes tubing mascara in Black is Black. So that was a long and windy inventory. If you enjoyed this, please let me know. If you have any feedback, comments, or suggestions, that's always appreciated to let me know down below. And hit the subscribe button, thumbs up, and until my next video, don't forget to take care of yourselves, stay true to you, and I love you no matter who or what you are. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!